say, I was always intimidated by stage actors when I first started because, you know, as an actor, you get to take multiple takes, and so it's like, yay, you know. But it wasn't until about 5 years ago I actually started dabbling with stage, and I fell in love with the scariness of like being in front of a live audience and having to like be there for your fellow co-stars or actors and put out fires and just be witty. And it was just, there's something that was just so cool about that. And then I took it further to do immersive type theater. So that's a great question. I mean, there's so many different genres. I think television and film will always be that sweet spot, but there was nothing like, wow, that was a wonderful thing to try, but yes.
I'll say, for me, I love all the arts of acting, but when I started writing and then directing and acting, it like opened up a whole different world of just understanding my character and all the characters. Because as an actor, sometimes I wouldn't like care about the other actors, typically because you didn't want it to affect the way you would listen, react truthfully in the moment. But I don't know, it's something different when you're like writing the characters, all of them, you know, their archetypes all the way down to how they're listening and responding in the scenes, and then you're actually, you know, acting that character that you chose to play while you're directing the entire story. It's a new love that I found, you know, 12 years ago that I haven't stopped doing, you know, so it's that for me, I think that medium, and I think there's people that will say, oh, you know, well, theater's so real in the moment, and I get that that's so true. But when I think of cinema and the ability to create something that's gonna last forever, like I watch Braveheart every year, for instance. Like it's one of the movies I watch every year, and just a bit, yeah, right. It's a great movie. But when you watch these movies and like, you know, David Fincher and what he did with Seven and all these films that you're like, man, just being able to have something that lasts forever. Even like you guys still watch Time Force, for instance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that, the art of cinema, whether it be TV series and movies, that will always stay on the top level for me, but I always extended now that ability to write, direct, and act those parts as well. That's really become a new interest to me.
Cool. Do you have something you want to say, Mr. Kleinberg?
There's Tripp.
So I can go ahead. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Tripp and I always come. I have a novel coming out. I signed a deal with a publisher, so I have a novel coming out next spring. Who would have thought this guy would have put some words on some paper? Like 60,000 of them. Wow. So it's coming out, look out for it. If you're fans of this show, it's aimed at this audience. The working title is, for now, is called Damned. Damned.
It's Dan with M inside of it.
God damn it. So anyway, my publisher would be happy that I'm taking this moment to let you know about it. But I will say that as a medium, to relate it to the discussion topic here, I love it because I am God. I decide who lives and who dies. I get to play all the scenes that I've ever wanted to play. I like that. That's cool.
Who are you?
You talking? Sorry, Jude.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
Oh, I'll do it. You know I'll do it.
So
Okay.
I think you have a lot to contribute. I think you have a lot to contribute to the conversation. So please.
Crap.
So do you, though.
Actually,
So do you.
the word acting is what I always look at. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're standing on a street corner playing a guitar for people who are walking past, you're acting. Everybody, we all do it. And I have this whole thing of little kids who we should watch. Kids are the greatest actors God ever created. If they want something, they get it. And the minute they get it, they're all smiles. Oh my God, you know?
That's my son over there.
Yeah, was that so bad? Just a quick thing. I never wanted to be an actor, just for all those people that aren't interested. It was the last thing on my mind ever. Never wanted to be an actor. I loved being behind the camera. I thought that was fascinating. Being an actor, I always remember I was I rode horses and drove, so I was doing stunts more than anything because I had my own horse. And I was in a series in Australia, and I was standing at the back of a whole group. We were getting set up for a scene, and the director came out and he said, "Hey, you, the big guy, come here." And I'm looking for the big guy, and it's like, oh shit. So I walk up and he says, "All right, when the star walks out on the stage, you're going to say this: 'We've got your horse, everything's fine, we'll get it done.'" He turns his back and walks away, so I just drifted back through the crowd to the back again, and he doesn't even know. Star comes out here, action, and you hear, "Cut. Come here." 3 times he tried. 3rd time he went, "Anybody else want to do it?" That's right. So I didn't want to be an actor, ever. I became an actor because I got talked into doing a stage play called Hosanna by Michelle Tremblay, which I never, ever wanted to do. Because when my manager rang me, she said, "They want you to do this stage play." And I went, "Yeah, good for them." And she said, "No, they're serious. They want you to do it." And I said, "Okay, well, fine. What's it about?" I said, "Transvestite," and I hung up. And she rang me back and said, "Why did you hang up?" And I went, "I don't have any reason. You said transvestite." And she said, "Yes, it's a transvestite and a boyfriend." I hung up. She rang me back. She said, "Stop hanging up the phone." I said, "I am not playing a poofter." Excuse me, in Australia, that's a gay guy. "I am not being gay. I'm not gay. I was born on a farm. I ride horses. I'm not gay." She said, "Did anybody say you were?" "No." Okay, so we got that straight. Eventually, I got talked into it by my brother, and I did it, and that launched my career because the gentleman...
Just wanted to have a laugh.
Yeah. A gentleman's girlfriend, that gentleman was called George Miller, and his girlfriend saw me on stage and contacted George, and I got Road Warrior. And that started my whole career, and as I always say, George Miller destroyed my life. Seriously, I still don't want to be a bloody actor.
Down there, if we could, in the hat mount. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, this is actually for you as well.
Oh, God, Lord.
One of my favorite roles of yours was John Bennett in Commando.
Yes.
And could you please say the shoot between the eyes line for me?
Say the what?
The shoot between the eyes line.
Oh. "I'm not gonna shoot you between the eyes, John. I'm gonna shoot you between the balls."
That's it. Oh man, I think we got time for 1 or 2 more since we got such a nice, large-sized panel. Erin's picked one out. Go ahead, right here in the corner.
Yes, you just haven't, you've been so cute. I've seen you.
Yeah, go
If you
ahead.
could have been a character in any of the other Ranger shows, which one would you want to be?
That's a good one. Yeah, that's kind of.
You pick her.
So,
No, Aaron.
Was that directed to someone?
That was for you.
I guess anybody. Yeah, Jason, Erin. Dan, you auditioned for multiple characters before you got the Quantum Ranger, right? I don't know why that's funny. It's true. Like,
Y'all suck. Tell me why I didn't get the role.
That's it.
Well, guys, I have to. I'll just jump in.
Yeah.
Not to sound terrible, but I wouldn't want to be anybody other than Jen with
Yeah.
anybody other than these humans.
Yeah, when you get a thing that just works like that.
Yeah, we
you
all
don't
said
think
20-something
about
years
changing.
later, it was the best experience of our careers, and like we've all done so much. And
Yeah.
so not to take the cheap road, but truly, I wouldn't want to be anybody other than Jen, anybody other than with these guys.
Aww.
Yeah, like if it meant like not being a part of Time Force, then for sure just staying right here with Time Force is what we all
I
want.
concur.
Most of the
Yeah.
other seasons would probably say you guys. So, I mean, don't look into it, but I'm sure they would. That's it.
We got
Start
some more
texting.
questions?
Yeah, that's it. Sasha, is this true? Would you rather? Okay, right here in the right there. Yep. Yep.
So you guys have a great cast chemistry, and you guys seem to be doing really well as friends now.
Next. Yeah, right.
But did you guys have like any cast traditions or like things that you guys did to stay like tight? And then a second silly question is, did you guys ever get tired of wearing the same clothes? You know?
Oh, yeah, you always have the same costume, right? The same boots and skirt. Yeah.
Where are your uniforms?
I gotta say
They
this.
gave us those costumes for free, the ones we wore every day. We wanted the Power Ranger suits, you know what I mean? We're like, we're sick of wearing these things. We look like Charlie Brown. You open up our closet, there's like 10 of the same outfits. Like, what the heck?
As far as tradition goes, it's these events that have actually brought us closer together. At least from my perspective, they were closer to one another than I was. I was always a little bit outcast, but I think that over the years we've become very close. And as I remember,
Yeah, like even a few years ago, I realized he was trying to text me and he blocked me.
I'll tell you.
I'm sure it was an accident. I'm sure it was an accident.
No, I blocked everybody because the love between these guys just is sickening. I get thousands of texts of, I love you so much, I miss you so much, oh, I'm so excited.
now we
I'm
text and email
I
each
gotta
other
block this shit.
all the
because
time.
I got a favorite story about Michael Copon.
Oh man.
He was new to the show, and he's a very protective individual over the people he loves. So I had come onto the show much later and playing this dark character, and he had no idea who he was. And I love this. He's not aware of this. He used to do this to me on a daily basis. I would show up on set doing my character, and my character would show up. He was very brooding, and who the fuck are these people? And this dude, I swear to God, he was tall. He was a young kid. He was like 18, right? Yeah, that's right. He was tall. I was 27. I was already a stuntman. Just like that. I've been like a full contact fighter, all this shit, bouncer before I got a job. And I'm standing there doing my role, and I feel this. This 18-year-old boy is mad dogging me. This kid is 18. He just got out of his diapers. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, oh, I know what this is. It's all right. It's cute. And I would go over here. I would go over here. And then 5 minutes later, it'd be like this. It was cute. And those are fond memories for me. This film.
Guys, I hate to say we are out of time at the moment. Please give it up for the cast of the Power Rangers Time Force. My friends, before you go, we got a request from the Rangerstop and Pop Facebook page that you would gather in the center and do a morphing Time for Time Force, and then a group picture under where the lights are for the Facebook stuff. Yeah, everybody surround Deb because she's, radiant.
She's so radiant.
That's it.
So radiant.